Hey guys, this is Arturo Knight with Ecom Empire. I'm glad that you're watching this video, and I'm hoping that we could both become more successful even after watching this video, because I love teaching it. I also love making money, and I'm hoping to share the wealth with other people. It's an easy thing. It's drop shipping. It's a newer thing. Not a lot of people are doing it. So you're getting into something that is a gold mine right now. Like I said, not a lot of people are doing Amazon drop shipping. So this is a way to get into something early before it becomes something oversaturated by the end of the year, I'm maybe saying. So what is drop shipping? Drop shipping is done on Shopify. It's done on regular websites. It's done everywhere in the world. So a lot of the products that you buy are not directly from the actual manufacturer. They're usually from China. They're sometimes drop shipped to from someone else, or there's always the middleman. You're generally sometimes never getting the exact product straight from a manufacturer without the cost bumped up. But that's just the way it is. That's the way our society works, and it works very well. Amazon is the #1 place of sales right now in the world. Stores are being closed down because of Amazon. There is online stores popping up because of Amazon to ride the coattails from the Amazon customers. So this is a gold mine, like I said. You could get right into the billion-dollar industry, just tap into a little percentage of that, and possibly make a very, very great living off of it. I found a great living myself doing Amazon. I also do e-commerce with Shopify. I also do have a course for that. If anyone wants to start on a lower level, I definitely recommend Shopify. Drop shipping, it's an easier thing, less risk. I mean, there's not much risk with Amazon, but it is a big thing to deal with if you're making lots of money. There will be orders. There will be, when you're dealing with lots of money, now you have to pay taxes. You have to, not saying you don't have to pay taxes if you're not making lots of money, but I definitely would recommend filing taxes. But yeah, let's just get straight into this. Drop shipping for Amazon is pretty much like this says right here, 1, 2, and 3. Your customer buys a item from your store, and then you send that order to the supplier, and the supplier will then ship the item for you to your customer. And in the midst of that, you keep the profit. Your customer gets a great new product, and you're pretty much protected return-wise because you're dealing with a supplier. So if something goes wrong, you could always, go to the supplier and make sure they take care of it rather than you have to deal with shipping back a product or getting it fixed or getting screwed over. So there is another thing called Amazon FBA. That's a totally different thing. That's where you order items in bulk in wholesale, and then you ship them out to Amazon, and then Amazon will sell it for you on their site, and they ship out the items for you. There generally is a risk doing that because you don't know if the items are going to sell when you're buying thousands of them. So you could buy $10,000 worth of one product, and it might only make you $1,000 in sales. So there's a risk with FBA, which is why I love drop shipping. It's super easy, and there's less risk, and I could sell anything I want, and I could change it anytime I want. I don't have to worry about UPC codes. I don't have to worry about inventory. I don't have to worry about stolen or lost inventory, or if a storm comes in. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff because someone else is dealing with that for me. And with me, myself, I'm a musician. I'm a marketing guy. I do design. I do Shopify. I sell courses. I make Shopify sites. I make Amazon stores. I do a lot of stuff. So for me, having something automated is very great. And this will be automated for you, semi-automated when you're starting off. And then eventually when you're making some profit, you could get yourself a VA. A VA is a virtual assistant, and have them do it for you. And then you could just make another store and do the same thing over and over and over. And then who knows, by the time you're making lots of money, then you could start teaching other people what you're doing. But I'm glad to be the one showing this to you right now. So yeah, that's drop shipping with Amazon. It's pretty self-explanatory. I will go over some questions that I'm sure you guys have. But before I go through any of that, I just need to show you my stores that I'm working on. Actually, I'll show you one of the stores that I'm working with. This is one of my recent stores I put together. This one I made on May 20th, and I launched it on I think I started getting sales like on the 22nd or something. Because I did start the store on the 20th, but I didn't start adding products till like the 22nd or 23rd. I went on tour on the 24th through, I just came back like a few days ago. But while I was on tour, I wanted to have a store set up, just so I could kind of have more profit coming in while I was out there, you know. So I did launch this store then, and you could see here, this bottom right corner, the last 15 days I've made 1587 in product sales, and in the last 30 days over 2,172 in product sales, and this is from 23 sold products. So again, this isn't within 30 days because I didn't build this 30 days ago, but it goes by a 30-day period. So you can see here on the analytics, here's when I launched the store on the 20th. And I just posted one product. It was a t-shirt and that I designed. It was real funny. It was actually a Game of Thrones t-shirt, but it said Game of Loans. And it had like a graduation cap. So that one, I didn't think it was good. I just wanted to test out this store with the, you know, a new t-shirt product. So I just launched it real quick, and you know, it got a sale or two. And after that, I set it up. Before I left, I put 5 products on my store, and I just let it sit while I was gone. And the cool thing with Amazon is you don't have to work on the daily on it because it's automated. So if you spend like a good day, you know, working hard, then you could take the whole week off and just watch your sales stack up. And then if you see that it's not working well with some products, then just go change out that product. It's not that much work. There will be a lot of people who try to scare you with Amazon saying, don't get into it. It's total hard work. You have to have this much money. You have to work on the daily. You have to work 9 to 5. It's not true. I mean, I've noticed in a lot of groups that I post in, there's a lot of older cats who say that all the time. You can't do this unless you know this. You can't do this unless. It's not true. It's not true at all. Anyone could do this as long as you just get it real quick, and as long as you have some, you know, liquid capital or something to start off with. It doesn't have to be much. I mean, if a guy like me could do it, you can do it. It's not super hard. Don't let people scare you to getting into Amazon. There is a lot of stuff to, you know, that you have to work around, but it's worth the money. I mean, you could literally, as you see here, within actually one day I made $1,000 in sales of one product. I'll show you that here in a bit. But I'll show you that right now because here's the analytics. So when I was gone out on tour, I started getting sales. It started growing. This was from 5 products. But out of those 5 products, only 2 of them were selling. So I just let it run. I didn't even get back into it because I honestly didn't care when I was out there. I was traveling. I went to Colorado, California. I traveled across the United States. So the last thing I was worrying about was working, you know. So you can see here the sales started coming in. They started coming in. Sales are tracking up. And then here, when I got back, in one day, I made $1,000 in sales. That's when I was like, okay, this store and this product is really good. So I'm going to put more products on it. So what I do really is I make different stores and I test out products and I just start adding on from there so I could have different sources of income. I don't like to just focus on just one. I mean, you could totally make a living off one, but I like to go, you know, balls to the wall, go big or go home. So, but then again, it's kind of automated for me, so it's an easy thing that comes to me. So hopefully you'll get there. I know you will if you follow this. If you get training, you could train with me, and I'll show you hands-on exactly how to do it. So again, this is just analytics. I'll show you. It was not 30 days. It was about 13, 12 days within sales, and it was 2,172 with 23 units sold. Okay, so I'm going to go to the reports real quick, business reports. And here you could kind of see it's kind of what the traffic is coming in, what parent items. Right now I have the store on vacation mode because I want to teach with it. And I'm just building some products on it. And actually, I'm thinking of giving this one to a friend of mine that's going to get a store. So that's why I have it on pause right now. But I'm able to show you guys, I mean, total ordered items. These are the top ordered items right here. This one got the most sales. So again, I made 23 sales. This one made $896. And this next product made $1,079. And I made this sell right here in one day. It was crazy because before I went to sleep, I left the bar, and then I was like, you know what? I was just feeling it. I was feeling good. I wanted to go home and add some products. And so I went home and added like 5 extra products when I got back. So when I woke up the next morning, I woke up to $1,000 in sales from just one of those products. So overnight, it literally got $1,000 in sales, but that's because whoever ordered it was a business owner and ordered 8 of them, and they were actually a women's prison, and they ordered, it was some wagons I was selling. They ordered 8 wagons, so they paid for it in bulk. So now I made that one sale in one day. So you could see here all the profit I made, which is around 2K in 12 days, came from just 2 products. So I mean, how many times can you say that within your store only 2 products are going to make you over 2K in profit? So Amazon, like I said, it's very, very amazing. Amazon is amazing. Okay. Um, I mean, if I were to double those products, I'd make double the profit. If I were to add 10 more products, I would get, of course, 10 times that. So that's just showing you, starting off a store within 12 days, I did make over 2K profit. So for some students, it might be harder for them starting off. Do not give up. It's possible. I've been doing this. That's why I know what I'm doing. You'll get there eventually. And some of you just might get lucky and hit it real hard the first time around and will have the same outcome as me. So this is just one store. Like I said, I've known some students that hit, 5K a month. Honestly, even one student hit like 8,000 a month from just a few products. But they just went hard. They studied. Was calling me almost every day. We were talking back and forth. I gave him. He was a really great student. He was easy to teach, which made it easier for him. And he did his own research, also aside from what I taught him. So he made it really hard. And so that's what I want. I want to share the success with other people because this is not a hard thing to do. It's not hard. It's super easy. And its automation is amazing. So let me get back into the points. Now that you saw my store, you saw the possibilities that could happen, I'll go straight and answer your questions. So what do you need to sell on Amazon? Anyone can sell on Amazon, but in order to drop ship on Amazon, you need liquid capital or a credit card with cash back. Those are the 2 things, the most important things you need. And I'm going to go over why you need those in this next slide. Another thing you need is $40 monthly Amazon fee. That's honestly basic. Once you start making profit, it disappears into the profit, and Amazon starts taking it from the profit. You need a few hours a week to start off. If you're working a 9 to 5, you could still make it happen. You just might have to stay up a little later. Just take a few hours a week, put it into your store, put your products up, and handle your sales on time. It's really important to handle your sales on time, and I cannot exaggerate that enough. Make your sales on time to keep your Amazon store going, okay? But I'll get more into that again after this. So you're probably thinking, why do I need liquid capital? Why do I need a credit card with cash back? Well, this is why. Amazon pays sellers every 2 weeks. So Amazon does not give you the payouts from your sales every single day. It's hard for the processing to do that. It's harder for them, and it becomes a big cluster with all their sellers they have, their banks. So what they do is they have it every 2 weeks. They give you the full payout from your account, from whatever you made and what you profited. So you cannot wait 2 weeks to ship that item out to a customer. They will want a refund. They would want to leave bad feedbacks. That's something you don't want to do. You want to get them their item fast. One thing with Amazon is they expect their item to get there in a timely manner when it says it's going to get there. You cannot mess up, and that's one of the main points with Amazon. So Amazon pays your sellers every 2 weeks, so that means you have to get the products yourself and front it and get it shipped out so your customer receives it on time so that you get good feedback and that also your customer is happy and will come back to buy more from you. So you might be thinking, oh, well, I have to front it. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Well, put it this way. If you start off with $500, you're able to make $500 in orders. So that means that will turn a profit. That 500 is no longer 500. You're now going to get it back in 2 weeks with maybe $1,000. That's how you build with Amazon. You grow with it. If you have more liquid capital to start with, like $5,000, of course you could afford more sales. Since it's every 2 weeks, you kind of have to, control your store, know your inventory, and know what you're spending and what you're profiting. You have to keep up with it. But of course, if you have an unlimited credit card, then of course the sky's the limit. You can make 1 million, 2 million, you can make 6 figures in a few months. So again, Amazon pays sellers every 2 weeks, which is why it's best to have liquid capital. Liquid capital is pretty much just money you have saved up. Whether it's 500, 1,000, 5,000, or 10,000, you could use that to get you started. Or just get a credit card. Or if you know someone that has good credit, get them to get you a credit card and make some deal with them. Do not screw them over, because credit is very important. So this is how it pretty much works out. This is why you need a credit card. First, the customer places the order on your Amazon store. So what you're going to do next, you're going to purchase the item with your credit card or your liquid capital. I recommend a credit card because you can get cash back and rewards. So going to number 3, once you buy that item, so say for instance, for me, I just got a recent sale for 8 wagons. So when I go and purchase those 8 wagons, it's going to be around $700 or $600 that I'm going to have to spend. So that credit card now is going to give me, I get 2% cash back on my credit card right now, on one of my credit cards. So whenever I spend that $700 or $600, I'm going to get up to 3% cash back on that. So not only am I profiting on the product, I'm now getting cash back and rewards to my credit card for spending money that I'm going to get back within 2 weeks. So you don't only make money through Amazon, you're making money through cash back. And also, you could even use the rewards for flights. You could get a ton of flights just by spending money that you're already going to get back. And that was spending 1,000 or 600 in one day from one order. So imagine if you're paying off your credit card, every single 2 weeks or a month. You can do it however you want. But you're paying off your credit card. You're raising your limit because your credit's going higher. And at the same time, you're making profit. So that's why I highly recommend getting a credit card, not only to keep you afloat, but to get rewards, get cash back, and make that extra money. It adds up in the end, trust me. And after you collect the cashback rewards from spending it with your credit card, you go to number 4, you collect profit every 2 weeks. You put the original money that you spent from the credit card back into the credit card, and you build your credit. So again, like I just said, collect your cashback and rewards on an ongoing basis, and every 2 weeks, you put the money back into the credit card that you spent. Or you could just keep it and spend it, depending on how your situation is with your credit card. If you want to do monthly payments so that you get better credit, then just hold on to the money, put it in a savings account, and use that as liquid to afford more products. The more products you sell, the more money you're going to get. So you could start off small and slowly build, or you could go big and pretty much make an unlimited amount of money. It literally depends on how many products you want to post, how much time you have, and what you want. So how much do you need to get started? Honestly, you could get started with anything. If you ask anyone else, they're going to tell you need $10,000, $15,000. No, you do not need. Some even said, actually, there's this one guy who told me I needed $20,000 to get started. And I got started with not even anywhere near that. And actually, that was for him to do the store. So there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to try to, bulge your eyes out with money. It does not take a lot of money to get started on Amazon. However much money you want to get started is for how much products you're able to afford. So you pretty much, if you're making $300 a month, I mean, profit is profit. It depends. Profit is profit to me. You could either start off small or go big, like I said. So I recommend $300 to $5,000 to get started. If you're going on a bigger level and want to make faster cash, start off with $5,000, of course. And you're not going to spend it all fast, of course. It's when the orders come in, you're going to be spending it on the orders. So if you want to start with $300, you can do that too. Start off with $300 in a savings account, and that means you could spend $300 in orders. So if you get $300 in orders in one day, then unfortunately you have to put your store on vacation mode for the next 2 weeks. But that's okay. That's how it is getting started. It's okay for that to happen. So you put it on vacation mode and you spend the 300, and then 2 weeks you get your profit. So now your 300 turns into 600. So now you have $600 in liquid capital to spend on products. And you just keep doubling it and doubling it and doubling it and doubling it until, little do you know, within 6 months to that year, you're making 10, 20K a month. It's just building. So you can start off small. If you start off big, of course, it's going to be easier to make money. But either way, you could get it done. That's why I said anyone could sell on Amazon. Anyone could get it done. It's just how much work you put in. And that's pretty much it. You just got to put in work. So again, there's the two options. You could slowly build profit to use as additional liquid capital, or you could use an unlimited credit card and the sky's the limit. I've even seen some students, they have 2 or 3 unlimited credit cards and even make some LLCs and get extra credit cards, and they're maxing out, they're getting the rewards and all these different cards. If it's an unlimited card, you could pretty much make unlimited profit. You can make $1 million if you want. It doesn't matter. But of course, you need good credit to get a card like that. So I recommend starting off small, building your credit, and then getting a really awesome unlimited credit card so you could pretty much make unlimited sales. But by then, you'll know more, and you'll be able to post better products and make more sales. So that's why I recommend maybe starting off a little small and building. So you want to build as you go. You want to just go crazy in. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't. That's what I did. I went crazy with Amazon when I started. And of course, it's really well for me because now I'm able to multiply my stores. I'm able to teach others. But you can't start off small. I'm not saying you can't. So that's how much I would recommend to do, getting started with Amazon dropshipping. The biggest question I always get, how much money can I make? Am I going to get rich fast? Do you guarantee I'm going to get rich? No, I do not guarantee you're going to become rich because we are different people. We work different ways. And who knows? You can make more money than me for all I know. People work in different ways. They work at different paces. They learn differently. And if you follow what I teach in my master class, I can't guarantee that you will be successful, but I can 99% tell you that you're going to make money. And it really takes how much work you want to put in. So how much money can you make? The answer is the sky's the limit. There's unlimited amount of money you can make with Amazon. There's $1 billion being made on Amazon. So all you're doing is tapping into that $1 billion. So, I mean, it's really up to you how hard you want to work, how many hours you want to put in, how you want to, track your inventory, how nice you are to your customers, how fast you ship out the products. Well, actually, you're not shipping it, so it's how fast you order the products to get them shipped out. It's really how you got to be in your A game when you do this. And if you're on your A game, I promise you're going to make a lot of money. Keep your account in good health, and I promise you're going to make a lot of money. So the sky's the limit. Making money on Amazon is easy. Keeping up with your sales is hard. And that's one of the main sayings I have. Because no matter what, you're going to make money on Amazon. It's the system I have in place. I mean, even if you don't get my master class, you can still do it on your own. And you will make money, not probably fast enough, but you'll probably get a hang of it. But if you do want to, skip the learning and skip, learning from other people who don't know what they're talking about, then you could get my master class, and I literally hands-on show you what to do, the videos, go over every single thing from finding a product to all the way to taking care of customers and other stuff. I'll go over that here after this slide. But again, my saying is making money on Amazon is easy. Keeping up with your sales is hard. So it's easy to make money on there, but it's just keeping up with that money and keeping up with the sales is if you could hang. So, and I also apologize if I speak fast. My mind runs at 1,000,000 miles per hour. It's just how I work, but it's a good thing. So you'll eventually get like that. Trust me. Once you start making money from it, it makes your mind think differently. You start thinking like an entrepreneur. You don't start thinking of, oh, how much money am I going to make today? It's okay, how much more money am I going to make today? So sometimes people wonder, man, I wonder how it would be to make $100 a day. But once you get into Amazon selling, you're going to have pretty much a minimum like, well, I already made $500 a day. How do I get to $1,000 a day? How do I get to 2,000 a day? How do I get to 5K a day? You're just going to want to build, build, build. So your mind will also be running, I promise. So the sky's the limit. Making money on Amazon is easy. Keeping up with your sales is hard. More products equals more profit. I made that profit that I just showed you from 2 products. Imagine if you had 100 products. Do the math. So more products equals more profit. More profit equals more work. But that is okay, because that means if you're making more profit, you could just hire someone else to do your work for you. And then you could do whatever the hell you want, which is what I do. So that just brings me to this next one. If you're ready to get started selling on Amazon, I recommend you go over this course again, watch this video again, get comfortable with it, make sure you want to do it. And if you want to move forward, I do have training available. I have a masterclass, which is a 10 video course going step by step. I show you how to start an Amazon account. I show you how to find products. I show you where to find products. I show you how to manage the orders. I show you how to manage your customers. I even show you how to get tax exempt so you don't have to pay taxes on the products that you're buying. So I show you how to get cash back. Everything that I do is in this masterclass step by step. And it's straightforward, it's easy, and it's not like a college education class. I make it super simple, super straightforward, and it's going to be on a screen like this so you could follow it as you go. Now that masterclass is $199. If you want just the class, then you could totally get that, and you'll get it within the next hour. So if you want to go even more than that, I do have personal one-on-one training for $499. That means I'll give you a call. We'll link up online on a meeting, and I'll literally show you what to do. I'll answer any questions you have. I'll give you any advice I can. I'll show you anything that I'm doing, and I'll help you get started on your own. So, and I'll also throw in the masterclass for free. If you are watching this training course right now, just mention that you got it. Actually, you don't have to mention it. I'll just actually make it that way forever, because why not? So anyone that gets a one-on-one training, I'm going to throw in the free masterclass, which is $200 or $199.99 value, so that after we even speak, after we go one-on-one, you're gonna have the course to be able to look over and learn from that as well, to keep going. So again, if you get a one-on-one training, I'm going to give you a free masterclass. Okay? So if you really want to go balls to the wall, if you're ready to sell on Amazon, if you're ready to make money, and you do have some money to start with, I do have the custom built store with 5 products, which means I will build your store for you for $1,000, and I will load it with 5 products from a supplier, which I'll give to you, and set you up for success. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to set you up with 5 products that I think are really hot and trending. Now, we know e-commerce is not always a guaranteed thing. So my promise to you, if you get a custom-built store from me, I'm going to add 5 products, okay? And if out of those 5 products within a month, if they're not selling lots of money, then I'll add another 5 products the following month. Same thing for that month. If the same products are not making lots of money, then I'll add another 5 products the 3rd month, because I'm so sure about these products and making sales, which is why I offer that guarantee. Generally, I have not had to do that yet with any store that I've had with any student. That is because all the students I teach are doing really well right now with my training class, and all the stores I build, of course, I know what I'm doing, so they start making profit within the 1st month. So again, if you're ready to get started, I do have a masterclass. I do have one-on-one training. I do have to where I will build your store for you. And if you want to do it on your own, by all means, be my guest. You could actually reach out to me, and I'll still give you some advice if you need it, if you want to do it on your own. But I highly, highly recommend not doing that. I mean, I've had some people who have tried doing that because they think they know that it's Amazon, so they feel that everyone knows it. They feel like, oh, I bought a wristwatch on Amazon, so I kind of know how to do it. I'll learn it. I'll learn it. The thing with Amazon is they have a metric system, and this metric system will keep you an Amazon seller forever or never. So, and that's because they go off of your IP address. So if you mess up and you'd have some late shipments, or your customer complains, or you get bad feedback, or copyright issues, or if your item doesn't arrive on time, or if something happens that you didn't learn or fully go over, Amazon is going to put your account on suspension mode, and they're going to send you a letter saying why this happened. They're going to make you go on a phone call with them, and then they're going to make you write an essay. It's bad. Trust me, you don't want to be on that end of Amazon. And if you do not pass their test, like if you sound like Amazon does not want beginners on their platform because it makes a lot of people money. They're making billions. So they do not, they're trying to fish out the beginners and keep the pros. So my class will make you a pro. If you're trying to do it on your own, you could do it. But like I said, I don't recommend it. You don't want to have to go through the process of having to beg to get your store back up, because if they decide that you do not belong on Amazon, they will deactivate your IP address, which means no one that uses your computer or Wi-Fi in your area or that house will be able to sign up for Amazon or sell again. It's very harsh, but I mean, it's Amazon. That's just the way it is. Either you're going to make a lot of money doing it the right way, or you're going to screw up trying to do it your own way and not have a future of income. So again, I will give basic info if anyone just wants to do it on their own. But if you do want for me to teach you one-on-one, I don't have any agents. I don't have anyone else working for me. I do everything myself. I have my own VAs, but that's for something separate. I will not pass you on to anyone else. It will be me teaching you. You'll have my personal email for any questions that you have. And again, if you purchase the Amazon Dropshipping Masterclass for $199, I will actually throw in free assistance for a month or two. Just email me any questions you have, and I'll be here, okay? So that is Amazon Dropshipping. I really hope you learned something. And, of course, I do have training. You could sign up with the link below. The link will be in the description, or you could just contact me directly one-on-one, and I'll send you an email with an invoice. So this is Amazon Dropshipping. I really appreciate you watching this video. I hope you learned something. And good luck dropshipping.